Hello, everybody. I know I've been introduced already, but I am Dana, and I am the simulation manager for Dassault System SolidWorks, and I cover Mexico and the south of the United States. During my presentation, if you have questions, we can take them afterwards, and I'm happy to answer any questions. All right, so we look at the first slide here, and what I want to lead off with is talking about the 3D Experience platform by itself. What is this? This is kind of the next generation of design and where design and engineering is going onto a cloud-based, cloud-enabled type of set of tools that now is going to enable you to share with customers, with fellow colleagues, with vendors, suppliers, whoever is important for your design and for your manufacture of your product in this secure environment where data can be accessed on any device at any time, and you can create communities and dashboards and be able to look at designs and mark them up and collaborate on them and make corrections if you need it. So this is where we are going. The desktop, the SolidWorks desktop that you know and use is not going away by any means. This is just the next step in the evolution of design with CAD and with simulation. So part of the 3D Experience platform obviously is the SolidWorks. That is the flagship. That's what drives the platform. But some of the benefits that you have, your IT becomes a lot cheaper. You don't have to buy a lot of very expensive machines. Your costs are reduced from there. You can install on a laptop, a phone, a desktop. Again, like I said, the data can be accessed anytime, anywhere. The files are saved in a secure environment up on the cloud on the 3D Experience platform. The collaboration is now put into place, and you can scale up or scale down as needed as your business changes, as new projects happen, or as new projects go away, or as projects go away, you can scale it around this because it's very easy to basically make it fit to your current business environment. So onto the platform, many disciplines can be represented on the platform. We look at design and engineering. You're going to learn about this as well, that SolidWorks is part of the platform, but again, you can go within the desktop. You can do generative design, manufacturing, automation factory, automation type of activities, robotics, data management. All of it is in this, again, secure cloud-based platform. And we're going to talk about today is now the advanced simulation tools, because they are a very important part of the platform. And because we created the platform, we are able to have these advanced tools. And I will tell you in just a moment why. So a quick review of what we have. So today on the left-hand side, this is what is available today through SolidWorks on the desktop. We have the structures, the fluids, and the plastics. This is on the desktop. This is not going away. I've been with SolidWorks for 19 years, and this has been here for 19 years. It is not going away. We have customers that have needs for this, and that's great. Customers, though, have said, hey, we need more advanced tools, and we want to be able to use these advanced tools very quickly, get very fast results. We have timeline, we have competition, we have to meet a contract requirement. Whatever the business is, we have to have some advanced tools. We need to do more advanced things, and we are now comfortable in doing advanced simulation. Do you have anything to help us? Our answer has always been, we do not. You need to look at our sister brand, Simulia, which I will talk about in a second, or unfortunately, you would go to the competition. And the decision was made after hearing from customers like yourself to go ahead and give us access to these advanced tools that now sit over here. And I'm going to go through them in just a second at a very high level. And you can see we cover you on the structures, fluids, and plastics. And we also have a new member, electromagnetics. So being able to go onto the cloud and having these powerful tools using the cloud has actually given us another tool to help you with. So what do these look like? in the spectrum here, we have you covered from an entry-level designer at your facility all the way into advanced engineers and analysts. All the physics, everything that is required for a design that you may require, we have the tools for the most part. There's probably some very small areas that we just don't cover, and you have to buy special, very, very specialized software for, but that's okay. We cover probably well over 95% of all simulation requirements for customers. So now we go from end to end, from designer to the advanced analyst and everything in between. So on the structure side, we give you 4 points of entry: designer, engineer, performance engineer, and mechanics engineer. Okay, and you can see all of the different tools that are here. I'm not going to go through them. Just understand that we have now some advanced meshing, advanced contacts. We can do impact analysis and drop tests. A lot of really advanced things, because it's all powered by Abacus. The Abacus solver is from our sister brand, Simulia. This is what's underneath the tools that makes everything work. Very powerful, very accurate, and for a lot of people, it is their standard for simulation, the Abacus solver. So then we move into fluids, and we have a very good entry-level fluids tool. There's more functionality being added at every release, but we do internal flow, external flow. We have new turbulence models that have been added. We have different types of meshing, something called body-fitted meshing, which really helps understand the interface from geometry to fluid and what that looks like, and all the different other tools that are also found in our desktop flow tool. We also have the newest member that I'm very excited about, electromagnetics. We can do everything. If you're designing anything that has an antenna, anything that needs to communicate with you, your customer, or with another piece of equipment, if you are looking at signals, you're looking at interferences or compatibility, how to lay out a printed circuit board, this is the tool for you. This is a very, very robust and powerful tool powered by a product called CST Studio, which is a company that Dassault Systems purchased back in 2016. And now we have a full complement of these tools. And historically, it was with the Simulia brand, but now it is for you as well. So if you're doing any type of high-tech device, any type of medical device, even in the context of today, doing industrial equipment, there's a use for this, and it's very, very good. And then finally, we have the plastics. This is a maturing product. There's still more functionality being added. So right now, we have it on the cloud, but if you need anything beyond what you can see here, then our plastics desktop is definitely the tool for you. There's, like the flow, there's more functionalities being added. It's just taking some time, but it's certainly a powerful tool for understanding if your plastic part that you are designing can be manufactured and what adjustments have to be made in the manufacturing to make that plastic part happen. So when we got these tools and we have access to them, we kind of put our heads together as a company and said, we have world-class CAD with SolidWorks. It's very good. We have millions of users worldwide. Everybody loves it. And we also have these really great simulation tools. How do we make them work together? What can we do to help people be better at designing products and making sure that they work? So we have what we call the ModSim approach. What does that mean? We have to go back and look at our 5 pillars that we have within our SolidWorks or within our manufacturing simulation ecosystem. So you have SolidWorks, and to a lesser extent, there's some CATIA functionality in our design and engineering. We have simulation, manufacturing, marketing/sales, and governance. These are our 5 pillars for success for a successful company if they're using our tools. Beyond simulation, we have you covered end to end for whatever you need to effectively run and scale your business on the engineering side. So we have all this, and we decided, okay, let's combine SolidWorks and these advanced simulation tools. We'll give it a name. We call it Mod Sim. And Mod Sim is basically going to do SolidWorks and include all of the tools I talked about just a minute ago. The structures, electromagnetics, plastics, thermal, and HVAC. It's going to cover all these types of physics that are out there and in this collaborative cloud-based environment with SolidWorks and the simulation working together. What does that bring to the table? What does that help? How does that help you? You know, we put these things together. How does that help you? Well, this is how it helps you. It's an integrated solution now where it's all working in one environment. It's an environment designed for you, for the designers, the engineers, and even the analysts to work in one cloud-based, cloud-enabled, secure environment. Very comprehensive. You saw all the tools that you have, all the functions within the tools that we have, covering everything that you need, through all the different engineering disciplines. The best thing about it, it's on cloud. That means you're going to be able to have really high-end performance. Simulations that used to take 4, 5, 6 hours can now be done in probably an hour or less. I've seen some simulations and worked with one customer. What took them 4 hours in SolidWorks Simulation Premium, they did it in 15 minutes with our structural performance engineer on the cloud. They were comparing the tool. They actually have both tools, but they love the structural performance engineer because it brought down the performance because you are going to the cloud and using the cloud. Like I said earlier, it's scalable. As your business ramps up, you can add more people. Everyone comes in together, they're all in the same environment. If business ramps down or remains the same, you can scale it back. And so now you can you can predict what your usage is going to look like and make the appropriate moves. The final piece I like as well is the collaboration aspect. The world now, we are so separated. I wish I could be in Querétaro. I love Querétaro and coming to Mexico, but I'm here in Florida. So you may have you may have a lot of colleagues in the States or in Europe or throughout Latin America. How do you make sure that you are on the same page when you're doing simulation? How does that all work? How do you communicate together? That's where the cloud comes in, where people can come together. Like I said earlier, you can create communities, dashboards, any type of markup environment where you can bring in the simulation model and make some changes and make design changes and rerun the simulation. That's huge. We have a lot of customers that run a 24-hour operation. The day starts in Japan and ends in California. And so everyone's using the tools throughout the day, we call it following the sun. And that's what this type of environment brings to you. So what does this kind of look like? The process, if we have this interoperability between SolidWorks and the platform and the simulation. So basically, you're going to create the SolidWorks model within SolidWorks, just like you always have done. SolidWorks is not going away. This is always going to be the baseline or the foundation for the 3D Experience platform and for 3D Experience and simulation. Okay, so now you're not importing and exporting the CAD files. They go out, and now you're inside the platform, and now you're accessing this data. You've created all your communities and dashboards, and you're setting up this ecosystem for everybody to work from. And I talked earlier, you give licenses as needed, and you're bringing in all the different simulations. You can have an electromagnetics expert in Ireland, you can have a structures expert in Mexico, and maybe a fluids expert in California. All work together on these applications. So I'm gonna about hand it over to the rest of the guys to finish this out. I will come back at the end and talk about some offers we have for you, some bundled offers that you might be interested in if this is the right fit and if you like it. So we can talk about this example here. This is just an excavator. Okay, you got the bucket, you got the treads, you got the cabin and the motor and stuff like that. And this is a really nice, innovative type of design. And what we want to do is enhance durability, improve safety, and support the communication because they want to be able to log into this to see what's going on with the tool. Does it need maintenance? Is it running too hot? Does it need to talk to the dump truck to tell the dump truck to come pick up a load, right? So this is where simulation and all of our tools working with SolidWorks come together. We can look at durability, which is fatigue. We can look at if this thing rolls down a hill or rolls over, is the cage around the cabin safe? Will it work? Will it not crush the operator? I'm in a cabin. I'm working in. I live in Florida. Man, it's hot here. So that cabin better be comfortable. And I'm sitting in a seat all day. Does it sit right? Is there anything gonna fail in the seat? And finally, like I said, a lot of trends we see today are products that are onto the web, that are communicating with you, communicating with your customer, communicating with their customers. How does that all work? Where do I put an antenna so I can log in to see where this is going to go using our electromagnetics tool? So there's a lot of things going on here that this collaborative environment, this environment on the cloud, being able to access the data anytime, anywhere, really pays off. And it all begins with a login. And so with that, I'm going to hand it over